What's happening, guys, and welcome to Tuesday 5th August 2025 review. Let's get straight to the point. We've got a fair value gap after hitting the monthly lows, which was an SMT on these two. So we expected this high and this high to be taken because of this SMT in the monthly. So they all technically go and hit it eventually, right? So on Tuesday they go and hit that. We'll just take that away for now. Let's go back one bar. And so here is what's happened. So it hit the fair value gap on the daily fair value gap on YM. And we had the new day opening gaps that was hit again. Now, this candle here was a massive pump. It didn't have much retracement, so let's take a look at the 30-minute. Now the 30-minute is let me see. So we didn't have many retracements as we were going up, even including the 930 yesterday, and no retracements. Right, kept going up and up and up and up. So there's not much entries for the longs. Now let's take a look at if it wanted to retrace, how would it do that? So what it did was, obviously in the kill zone, it decided to reverse straight to the 50% from the open. Now the measurement is from the 1800 of yesterday, which was the low, right, to the high, instead of the full length, which I've also marked here, and it eventually does get hit in Q, but it does not get hit on YM or ES. So you want to mark both of those as potential targets for retracements. So let's look at some entry opportunities. Now this is on the 5-minute, and what we can see here is we have the sell side taken of New York AM, and then it attempts to go for the New York AM highs. None of them actually make it except for YM. So now I'm only looking at YM in terms of see if the stars are aligned, right? So we've got midnight, then we've got 930, then we've got 1800, then we've got 830. So stars not aligned there. 930, midnight, stars not aligned there. 930, 830, midnight, 1800. Stars are aligned. So let's see if the actual play works out. So we go and take the low at, we'll go into the minute. Go and take the low at 928, right? Step one, take the side that you want to expand to. And then takes the high, along with the stars being aligned, goes all the way up above 1800, takes the New York AM high, goes above the previous day high, which it already taken. It's just a revisit, right? It's a revisit. So it's not actual the day high, right? Day high is over here, but it was a previous day high. And also it was the new day opening gap. So there's a small red box right here, which is just the new day opening gap between yesterday's close and today's open. And so all the stars did align at 9:39, and then at 9:45 right here, this candle, we had news, which is high impact on PMI, and you can see it was more of an impact on NQ with that huge candle right there, right? So we mark the open of the news candle, and then we have an SMT right here. So the news candle takes the high on NQ, does not take it on YM. So then we see a closure below that. Then you want to take an entry on that open of that candle, and it also closes below again that IVFEG that should hold as support if it wants to go up, or because we want to go to our targets of 50%, it holds that structure on that 1 minute, right? So let's go back to this analysis. And you can see when it hits that 50% from the open of yesterday where there was a pump, and it's the 4-hour fair value gap, and it's a 30-minute fair value gap, and it's a 1 hour. So a lot of fair value gaps right here because you can see it was a massive pump from there. And then we had a massive bounce all the way from there. And this is probably not something I would want to take, but that's something to note. The 50% when you have a massive pump day could potentially bounce from there. If there's no retracements, if there was no retracements and people were just shorting, it's likely that the bounce could come back and kill those guys off. So that was stars aligned without a daily SMT or monthly SMT, but on a retracement day, the stars did align. And that was Tuesday, 5th of August. Thank you very much.